Hi guys, so I just finished Spy Family Volume 1 and 2, so why not talk about it? Okay, let's talk first. Kind of spoiler free, like, the premise about the story. Then I'll go into, like, the characters and the storyline and how I'm enjoying it so far. So there might be, like, a slight spoilers towards the middle or end of this video, but I'm only 2 volumes in, so there's not going to be that much. It hasn't covered a lot of ground yet. The premise of Spy Family is that there is this spy named Twilight who is tasked with finding information about a certain individual who is involved in this Cold War that is happening between the East and the West. And in order to gain the information that he needs to gain, he needs to send someone, a child, into this private elite school to gain information via the sun. And so there's only one issue. Twilight does not have any kids and is not married. So he's off on a search to find a child and then eventually a wife as well, because the plot dictates that. This is very funny. It's not, if you're going in looking for like a realistic spy manga, that's not what this is. This is very much just a fun romp. It's not meant to be taken seriously. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's great. But it not to be taken too seriously. Like, there are some things that happen that are like, there are some like very absurd things that happen in this series. So if you like that, I think you'll like this series. Let's talk about the people. I don't think this is a spoiler because it's literally on the back page. But Twilight, obviously, is a spy. He's one of the main characters. This story kind of focuses on all 3 of the people in the family. The daughter that he ends up adopting is a telepath who can read people's minds, and the wife he ends up choosing as a very marriage of convenience trope, but they might be starting to fall for each other, is an assassin. And I'm pretty sure that they're working on different sides of the war. Well, the Cold War is not really a war right now. So all 3 of those combined, and they don't know. Like, the only person that knows everything is the child, Anya. But, like, the spy doesn't know that his wife is an assassin, and the assassin doesn't know that her husband is a spy. So it causes a lot of very fun times throughout this, 2 volumes. Just because of the shenanigans that they get themselves into. There are a lot of absurd things that happen, especially in Volume 1. For instance, the first or second time that the spy and the assassin meet, the spy is being chased down by bad guys because he just did some type of bust. And so he's being chased by bad guys. He shows up to a party with blood all over his face and clothes. And the assassin doesn't ask, like, well, she does ask, but, like, then she accepts whatever answer the spy gives her, whatever answer Lloyd gives her, which Lloyd tells her that they're patients and he's a psychiatrist, and sometimes his patients get violent, and so when the bad guys catch up to them, and Lloyd uses some violence to stop the bad guys from doing bad guy things, the assassin is like, wait, you're allowed to use violence on your patients? And then he comes up with some type of excuse as to how it is medically a new thing that they're doing for violent patients. Which, I mean, anyone with, like, 3 brain cells knows that, like, he's lying out of his pants. But it does lead to some funny and interesting moments later on in this series as well. Another thing that leads to very hilarious and just great moments in this series is the daughter, who is a telepath, who kind of puts the family together because she can read minds, obviously. And when she saw Lloyd at the orphanage, she thought it would be so cool to have a spy daddy, and so she made a way for herself to be adopted by him. And when she met the assassin, she thought it'd be so cool to have an assassin mommy, so she made a way to get the 2 of them together. And throughout the whole, well, first 2 volumes at least, she tries to like make things happen because she thinks it'll be fun, or because she's trying to like help her dad like take down the bad guys. But she's also incredibly naive, and so she takes things like the wrong way or too literal, or just in a very naive way, as any child would. And so it leads to some very, very hilarious moments. Um, for instance, the first, I think, outing that she has with just the family, she's holding her assassin mom's hand, and she reads the assassin mom's thoughts because, I don't know, the assassin is constantly thinking about, like, is this person watching me? Is this person watching me? Is this person going to hurt me? Is that person going to hurt me? Maybe I should just kill that person so this person doesn't hurt me. And so she was saying, like, thoughts like that in her mind. And Anya got so scared that she just ran away. And stuff like that happens throughout these 2 volumes quite frequently. But it's hilarious and it's so endearing. All 3 of them, I believe, are starting to actually grow on each other. Lloyd is trying his best to be a good dad. Yor is trying to be a good mom. Neither one of them knows how to be a good parent, or a parent in general. So it's just hilarious watching them both try. And Anya is obsessed with this spy show that she keeps watching, and she tries to help her dad with his mission. And in doing so, causes some problems at school. And it's just great. It's so funny. There are a lot of tropes in this book series so far. We have the marriage of convenience between Lloyd and Yor. We have the found family between all 3 of them. We have kind of like a Mr. and Mr. Smith between Yor and Twilight. And hopefully, as the series progresses, if they ever do find out about the other person, they realize that they love each other more than they want to fulfill their missions. And I hope that things work out. But I'm excited to see how they do work out, because this series is so far amazing. I can't wait to watch Anya grow up and use her telepathic nature to the best abilities. Each one of their things, the spy aspect, the assassin aspect, the telepath aspect, each one of them really leads a way into like a lot of the misunderstanding trope too. And a lot of conflicts and funny things just happen because of each of their different secrets that they're keeping. The artwork in this book is very good. Definitely one of my favorites that I've had in a manga before. Also, there's extras in the back of the book, which, at least from the first 2 books, which are a lot of fun. There's like bonus files on the first book. And the second book, I believe, has a whole extra chapter, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, it has a whole extra chapter. It was a one-shot that they just added into the second novel. And I'm really excited to see how this family goes forward. Now that Anya is making some friends at school. Okay, sorry about that. My phone died, and so I had to re-record the ending of this. But I'm really excited to see what happens with Anya at school, how she tries to make more friends, how she tries to help her dad, and I'm excited to see if she does try to help her mom with anything, which will be a lot of fun. I love Yor. She tries so hard to be such a good mom and wife, and she doesn't fail, but she doesn't get social cues. She's a kill first, ask questions later type of girl, and it's just really fun to see that, especially with like all the different personalities. You have Lloyd's very like reserved personality, and then you have Yor, who tries to make a joke out of things but also doesn't understand things, and then Anya, who just thinks everything is so cool and who just wants to have fun, and so makes ways for them all to have fun, and also like tries to help people, like when someone was trying to steal something from an old lady, and Anya found him by reading the minds of all the people and had to find a way to make her mom and her dad go catch the bad guys, because that was what was fun for her. And then she kind of had like a moment with the mom at the end of that chapter where they go up on this like hill or building or something where there was no one around, and they were both kind of like, this is peaceful. I'm really excited to see what the rest of the series brings. I'm really excited to see just how everything unfolds with the Mr. and Mr. Smith situation going on. I really do hope that the family function grows to be stronger than any other political differences that they all have. And I'm just really excited to see just how everything goes. I'm here for the laughs. I'm here for the story. I'm here for the people. And I can't wait to finish the series. I'll probably give you guys an update when I'm about halfway through the series. If I'm still loving it, I'll then probably give you guys a in-depth whole series review. This video is probably going to be very short just because there's not a lot of material to cover in just the first 2 volumes. Have you guys read Spy Family before? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Give me some more of your manga recommendations, and have a good one, you guys. Bye.